Good evening everyone. So as promised, I've come to do a flip through of these two beautiful books, really unusual, and I'm desperate to start colouring in them, so I want to give you the flip through. So these two beautiful books are illustrations by J.R. Hampson. They are Steampunk Houses and Steampunk Houses 2. And I was kindly gifted these by my lovely friends Bonnie and Alison, so thank you so much to both of you. So it'll make sense for us to start with the first one, won't it? So these are Amazon print books, but it's on that nicer paper, that smooth, I think, yeah, on that smoother, nicer Amazon print paper. So let's get into it. So straight away, we've got the gorgeous This Book Belongs To. I'm going to stay zoomed out because a bit like Vertical Worlds, if you've seen that colouring book, which I adore, and yeah, it kind of fills the page, so most colouring books do, but yeah, okay, I'll stop rambling. So using this book, you get all the stuff over this side, your usual stuff. Find a quiet place away from distractions. Relax and immerse yourself in the process of colouring as you explore the details of each fantastic illustration. Experiment. There is no correct way to colour. With two of each image, there is no pressure. So if we fluff up, you've got images at the back. This book is best suited to colour pencils or markers. Wet mediums should be used sparingly. Well, we know that, don't we? Because it is Amazon paper. And then it says about sliding a card behind, so that's really nice, little bit of information there. Oh, that's really nice. So find fresh colouring pages by signing up to Russell's newsletter and get free downloadable pages. And oh, so if you sign up to his newsletter there, R.J. Hampton, so it's Russell. I have to go and check that out, folks. Right, let's go. So, they are single-sided, and each of them has a name on this side of the page. So you can use alcohol markers, but just make sure you protect your page behind. I love this one. Can I get it all in? This is called Birdhouse. And this is one of the images on Amazon, and it drew me immediately to the image. I will link down below the Amazon link for Amazon UK where you can get them. Absolutely adorable images, and I can't wait. This is called The Powerhouse, and the more you look, the more details you will find. It's just, I'll show you as we go along. It's just an incredible, well, both of them are. This is The Lighthouse. Just really cool details. Isn't that lovely? This one's so cool. This one's called The Mobile Home. I love this page. Is that so funny? Look at his face. He looks like at the end of his tether, doesn't he? As any of you know if you've moved home. Mrs. Hobson walks the dog. So if we look at this page, for example, down here, you've got Mrs. Hobson down here with her little doggy and her yard here, and then even a little warning dog sign. Then the dog's house, and just such tiny details which you might find intimidating, but actually, if you think about it, if we take this little section of house and you just colour that until you finish that bit, it's not actually, and the smaller spaces sometimes are easier to colour. I just love it. This is one of my favourites, the Pirate House. Look at this. So we've got a little mermaid sunbathing there, a little lookout tower here, or a little getaway hut, like a fish down here, a shark's fin. There's a pirate up here with a hook. Just so many little details. Little hatch here. So many little fun details. I can't get it all in. Absolutely incredible. I love this page. Then we've got Lighthouse number 2. So it's got all its mechanical workings up to the light bulb up the top here. Isn't it good? Just so different. Okay, this is The Bears and the Bees. I love this page too. These little bears remind me a bit of Lulu Mayo style. But this little house has got a beehive on the back of it. Little cuckoo clock. He's got his lunch boxes and they're obviously going out to work. Or trying to steal the honey. The Cloud Temple, look at this. Isn't that glorious? So do you see what I say when it like fills the page? It's brilliant. You know, they're tall. I love it. Absolutely love it. This is E7 government installation. So danger down here and a little skull. There's 2 tiny little rabbits under here. The ladder up. A space dude look. A little UFO. It's just incredible. I love it. This is Jack's house from Jack and the Beanstalk, which is a tale that I love. My dad used to read it to me when I was a little girl in bed at night. And I'd know it off by heart. So if you tried to skip a page to get downstairs quicker, I'd know. There was no getting out of it, Dad. Isn't that beautiful? The little steps up, can you see those? Oh, it's just lovely. This is the safe house, and it certainly is. It looks like Fort Knox. You can get in there. So each door has a combination code to get in. Got the little cars. There's a little man just going to his car there. What else can we see? There's an explosive sign on the balloon. It's just, or blimp, whatever you want to call it. Isn't that gorgeous? This is the suburban fracking house. Yes, I said fracking. Nothing else, folks. Don't be naughty. This is the powerhouse number 2. I love it. Just look at it. It's gorgeous. The toxic house. I'll try and speed up a bit because we've got 2 books to go, but I just adored it the minute I saw it. The tree house, look at this. Isn't that lush? I love it. It's just incredible. The water house, and book number 2 I think is even more intricate even. The water house. So we've got all water flowing around here in little, that'd be fun to get in on like a water slide. That'd be cool to colour, all that water dripping down and running through there. This is the water house number 2. So they've really stepped up their game here. So they're picking up, scooping up the water, it's coming up all the way up here and down onto the water wheel and then back out round here again. So cool. The Victorian steam house, look at that. 2 little turtles down here. Or tortoise, not turtles. It's just a beautiful book. The Jungle House, this one's adorable. I love this one too. You've got the little like tribal carvings up there, skulls, a bit like an Indiana Jones style image. And then the Jungle House number 2, another gorgeous one, and the trees growing through it. So that's going nowhere. It's well anchored. And a little llama down there looking quite angry. So, oh, for goodness sake. And the Dragon Hatchery. So this is where we hatch our dragons. I'm hoping that I've managed to sort out the shadowing for once. And I have to do that by having a light glaring in my face, but that works, that's fine. Yeah, this is where all our baby dragons are born. Isn't that cool? They've got an egg down there that they're going to take in, I presume, there. Even like the little fence details and the, excuse me, the lawn. And this is the pool house, another really cool one. Look at this. So we've got fountains down the bottom, and then a little boat that you can row around, and all the way at the top here. Isn't that incredible? The barber's house. Oh, I like him. Got our biker dude. Now, I don't know anything about motorbikes. I'm assuming that's not a Harley Davidson. I wouldn't know. But even in like the shop window, there's tiny little details to fill in. It's just, oh, I love it. On the sign here it says rat bag. Rat bag barber. And then next door is the factory tattoo. Isn't that cool? Okay, jungle house number 3. Oh, look. Yeah, tribal warriors, workers, guards. We've got one flying some kind of dragon. Doesn't look very happy. His mouth's all bound up. Gorgeous. And then you get a second set of pages. So he says, I've designed this book with 2 copies of each illustration. As an artist, I know there's so many possibilities. I also wanted to give everybody a second chance with every design to try different media, a different colour scheme, or to share your creativity with a friend. Isn't that lovely? So that is Steampunk Houses, the first one. And then if we go straight into the same illustrator, R.J. Hampson, Steampunk Houses 2. Now, if I remember quickly from the quick flip through that I did, I think this one's a little more intricate. Can't say that tonight. Okay, so this is our book belongs to, and even that's a fun, lovely page. And then we've already done that using this book and the lovely tips that he gives you. This is such a cool page, isn't it? Such a cool page. Okay, so this one's called The Processing House. I wonder what they're processing. He looks like he's got a van full of like watermelons or something in the back of that. Okay, on the move. Oh my god. Looks like his house is getting away from him. Isn't it clever? Clever and just so fun. I love this one. Now, of both books, this is my favourite image. This is the walled garden. And I did show this in my Christmas presents video, but talk about intricate, you know, like we've got our giraffe in his little tiny cage. We've got a moose down here. And these gorgeous buildings. An octopus in the pond. A little graveyard with the church, even got the gravestones. A little dog up here asleep with his bowl of food. And right at the top here, if you can see, is a lion, a fountain, a little frog in there, or a giant frog, if you look at perspective. I love this page. Oh, there's a Christmas tree as well, look, right at the back. That's so cool. I love that image. I think it's my favourite out of all of them. Just beautiful, beautiful image. Then we've got the amusement park. Now I was thinking about all those neon colours that we get in gel pens and things. Excuse me, I'm just pulling my blanket up. It's late at night here. Well, it's early in the morning actually. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, we won't go into that. But I was thinking about all those neon colours that we could use for the wild horse sign. We've got an empty can of soda right down here, a discarded hot dog or corn dog, the Helter Skelter. Oh, just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. birdhouse. It's the birds, I think. They just, look at their expressions. They just make me laugh. It's so lovely. And you could colour it with as much detail as you wanted, or keep it simple, because it has got that, it's that style of art that you can either do as much shading as you want and make it look beautiful, or just plain colouring and it still looks attractive. And it has that fun element, which I love. Gosh, look at this one. This is Victorian Factory House. Wow. Okay. Look at that. So I'm just trying to make out a little man sweeping up down here. If you go that way, there's certain death. I don't know if you can see that. There he is, the little dude sweeping up. And we've got at the top here all these guys working. If I lift you up, isn't that cool? Look at the detail. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, steam house. All these stairs. God, that cripple me. I only want a bungalow. Never mind trying to work there or get up to the top there where this little dude is working. I don't know. Oh, it's a little. Looks like a little old lady up there. I could be wrong, of course. And obviously the resident cat down here. This one's pretty. Three Kings, this is called. And we've got water that runs all the way through these hills. A snail, look here. Little bunny. Two little bunnies. Turtles. Oh, it's just... And I think the more you colour, the more you'll notice, you know, it's just one of those... It reminds me a little bit of a more simpler version of... It's behind me. Colin Thompson, that's who I was thinking of. Colin Thompson's colouring book. And obviously Vertical Worlds. But this is Tree City. That's gorgeous, isn't it? And then the parade. Oh, I like this one. We've got the Queen waving to her folks. Obviously the castle. And then we've got all the Grenadier Guards down the bottom. Dog that's really unhappy with them. The little children waving their flags. Post box. Isn't that cool? Now up here you've got the two lions guarding the gate, the statues. And then if you look here, there's a little... Can you see that? That's just hilarious. There's like a little dog sat up there. The Queen. Oh, I love it. It's so cool. The clock tower. Look at those cogs. We've got water again spilling through here. This water wheel. Lush. Absolutely lush. Oh, look at this one. The forge. That's beautiful. That's gorgeous. Like a Japanese garden. Isn't that lovely? And he's forging in the background, doing his work. Look, can you see? He's got his bellows and his little fire. And his hammer and his anvil. Oh, that's a lovely picture. I love that. Absolutely gorgeous. This is the candy factory. Yes, now, there's a job I'd like. Little girl chasing after, it could be a sweetie, or she's dropped a ball. These two are happy they've got a bag full of sweets. And then sat in the Yum Candy Factory Operations Centre is these two workers, and they look very happy. Maybe they're hyper on sugar. But look, all these colours we could do in there. Again, fluorescent. And then we've got the safe house. So a bit different to the last safe house in that book. He doesn't look like he thinks it's very safe, does he? Isn't it cool? The observatory. And our alien's crash landed. He's down here, screaming. I think he would if you were came to Earth right now, wouldn't you? And down here, this little street sign says Mars this way, Pluto that way. And there's a sign there that says no UFOs. That's so cool. This is the haunted house. This would be so cool for us to do at Halloween. Gosh, I'm talking a long way away, aren't I? But again, just lots of detail. Lots of little details. There's a mummy there. Skeleton in the window. Fox. 2 vampires. A ghost. It's just beautiful. This is a fisherman's wharf. Goodness me, they've caught a giant one. That'll feed a family for a year, look. Oh. This one's called... This one's called Don't Ask, Just Keep Shoveling. Look. So the workers are down there. They're not allowed to ask why they're shoveling. They've just got to keep doing it. So we don't actually know what secret operation goes on in there. But they need to keep shoveling the coal into the little fire there, furnace. That's so clever. And this is the Minotaur's house. So we've got the Minotaur up here. And a Roman guard down here. It's a Roman soldier. And one up here. There's a remains. Someone's remains there. A goblet. Isn't that cool? There's a snake. Oh, this one's pretty. The gingerbread house. So little Hansel and Gretel drop in there, breadcrumbs. But I mean, look at these. Each of these little sections, we've got little owls sat in the tree. We've got a fox here. We've got the trees here with the little quirky birds in. And there's the witch, look, can you see her? Isn't that lovely? So cool. And then this is the lighthouse. A bit different to our last one. They've got sharks in a tank there. Yeah, so clever. So clever. Snail City. And he still looks stressed out. Mind you, you would with all that on your back. It's so heavy, it's got wheels to help it move along for him. Oh look! Space station, so we've got a black background. That's a cool one, isn't it? He's trying to catch his aliens there. Look at that. Mobile home again. Oh, I like that one. We've got a guard again. It's got some royal crest on it, or a crest. But I'm assuming it, because he's got a guard walking in front, they're quite important people. Then we've got House on the Hill. Isn't it clever? And then there's your second set of pages. I like this. Got a design that starts our second set of pages. That is begging to be coloured, isn't it? Well, folks, that is the 2 books that I'm thrilled to show you. They are so, to me, they're so exciting. I can't wait to start them. So Steampunk Houses 1 and 2. Well, that was just, hasn't got 1, it's just Steampunk Houses. Steampunk Houses 2, illustrated by R.J. Hampson. I will put descriptions in the bottom. I'd like to once again thank Bonnie and Alison for these beautiful books. I'm thrilled to bits with them. Alright folks, I'm going to be back shortly with another 2 colouring books that I'm desperate to show you. And then you'll be all lucid out for the day. Alright my lovely friends, I'll let you go. Until I see you very, very shortly, take really good care of yourselves. Night night.